What's up, guys? Hawaii round 2. That was 1, 2. Here we go. We're actually getting out on time.
We're Callie and Spencer, ski bums, travel junkies, van life, and everything in between. Follow along and subscribe to join us on all of our adventures. We're packing up the van. We are taking the van because we're probably going to stay in Denver the night we get back. Our flight doesn't get in until 11:30 p.m. So we will have a late night.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hawaii!
Our first day waking up at Waikiki Beach, we found this very vibey spot called the Hawaiian Aroma Cafe, where we grabbed coffee, our first acai bowls of the trip, and enjoyed this amazing chai waffle. We loved it so much, we went there twice on this trip.
This morning we were supposed to pick up a camper van that we were supposed to use to go around Oahu this week, but plans always change.
We booked the camper van through a site called Outdoorsy, which is basically the Airbnb of RVs, camper vans, rental cars, all that kind of stuff. I had been chatting with the owner of the van for the past week, and things seemed like they were going really well. But while we were at breakfast this morning at a really cute spot, I got a surprise email telling me that they canceled last minute. There's absolutely no explanation or no reason why they were canceling or anything like that. So at the moment we are scrambling to try to find something last minute because we have nowhere else booked to stay but some campgrounds.
Before we get any further on this adventure, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the rental car situation in Hawaii right now. Up to 50% of the rental cars in Hawaii are gone now. That's because during the pandemic, these car companies couldn't afford to keep all these cars around. So they shipped them off the island, and now that tourists are coming back, it's very difficult to get your hands on a rental car.
So we're currently looking for another option right now. We're not too happy with the service from Outdoorsy. We did try to attempt to book a couple other vans before we booked this one that just canceled with us. So we're looking for rental cars from a credible company at this point. They're a little bit expensive and a little bit few and far between. So it's about noon on Tuesday right now. We are going to catch a cab to the airport and see if they have anything for us last minute. So fingers crossed, wish us luck. What's up?
Hey!
We got our car. We are on our way to the North Shore. We just had some lunch and some beers, and we are headed to the North Shore to do some exploring and beach hopping up there.
Luckily, when we were planning on coming out to Hawaii, I had the idea of bringing our tent with us too, because there might not have been a spot or a convenient location to park the van for a night. So it was a good idea to bring it. Thank God we did, because we ended up having to use it every night this week. So last night we got to the campsite and we set up the tent, and it was supposed to be clear skies for the most part last night. It ended up raining on us, and we had to run around and put the rain fly onto the tent. But in the end, it was a nice night of sleep, and we have this beautiful view coming out to the water. See you on the beach. Our second night in Oahu, we stayed at Malaekahana State Park, and then at a privately owned Malaekahana campground the next night. After getting these shots on the beach, we grabbed a bite to eat at a shack called Raised by the Waves. They had one of the best vegan waffles that Callie and I have ever had. We would definitely recommend. After eating, we headed down to Kualoa Ranch. Unfortunately, we mispronounced their name in our next interview. What's happening, y'all?
What's up, everyone? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning in Oahu. We are currently on the east side, kind of in the middle of the island. We drove here from our campsite this morning. That took about 25-ish minutes or so to drive here. At Kualoa Ranch, which is where they filmed a ton of different movies. So they have a ton of different movie sets all around the island. Some movies include Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the King Kong movies, Jumanji, 51st Dates, my favorite. The other ones I'm missing, Yumi and Dupree.
A whole bunch of movies. Now, Kualoa Ranch, Kualoa Ranch is a staple of Oahu. You have to come here when you come to the island. There are so many great tours to go on here. But we just got done with the movie tour, which honestly we both really liked. It is definitely not the most popular one here. The most popular one is the ATV tour. I would say that having a tour guide on a bus was probably a better experience than driving an ATV around. We learned so much about the property and so much about the movie areas that we were taking a tour through that I thought it was really well done. Like, it was awesome. The guy would stop everywhere and let us take pictures, and he'd help us take pictures, and I thought it was a really great experience overall.
We looked at the website about, 4 days ago, right before this trip, hoping to book an ATV tour because that was first on our list. Those were all sold out about 3 weeks in advance, so if you do want to do something like that, do book it 3 weeks in advance. But then we chose a bike tour. We tried to do pretty much every single tour before the movie tour. We both kind of think that bus tours where you're just sitting on a bus and learning are usually pretty lame, but this one exceeded our expectations. We learned a lot about the different movie sets. Our tour guide pointed out signs of where all of the movies were filmed. He also showed us and told us exactly which scenes were filmed there, which was just the coolest thing ever. And now we need to go on a movie binge and watch all these movies to see the different spots that we saw on the tour.
Such a cool experience with the little tidbits that our tour guide put in there. Would 100% recommend to just about anybody. I thought our tour was the perfect length. Theirs was 90 minutes. And that was perfect for us. I think you saw everything you wanted to see, and now we're gonna go out to lunch. But first, check out all of this footage.
The Sunrise Shack was the #1 spot on our list to visit after finding it on Instagram. It has total beach bum vibes. We ordered bulletproof coffee for the first time and had some of the best smoothie bowls of the trip.
But there's something holding on in the way of being long gone.
Alright, we are in line for some shave ice. They call it shave ice, not shaved ice here. Apparently that's a big thing. It is apparently really popular because the line is literally out the door. And everyone in this little area is eating it right now as well. So
Definitely Disney World size lines.
yeah, so we will report back. I'm assuming it's going to be fantastic. How was it? How was the shave ice?
Dude, it was wild. It was great. Fantastic. It was as described, I would say. Very sugary, very awesome. A lovely treat for a holiday.
What kind did you get?
I got the Hawaiian combination, which was a pineapple, coconut, and banana. And it was amazing.
I got watermelon, coconut with condensed milk, and mochi. And it was delicious. And my tongue is pink.
Yo, what's up? We're back in Lulu again.
Back in the Waikiki area. We came back up here last night. We got in at like, what, 8:30-ish p.m.? It was pouring rain.
We were super exhausted from yesterday. We did all kinds of stuff everywhere in the North Shore. It was a blast, but I think we were both really excited to crash in a hotel for the night.
And a shower.
So that's exactly what we did. And now we are out for our last day in Hawaii here in Oahu, back in Honolulu, Waikiki Beach area.
We were looking for a spot to get breakfast.
Going to get some brekkie and then hopefully surfing today.
Our last acai bowl.
One last one. Well, maybe we can squeeze one in at the airport tomorrow morning, but probably. But stay tuned for some cool clips of us doing stuff today. Such a beautiful day out here, catching the waves. Callie's about to stand up on this very next wave. She's gonna get it.
We are out here on the surfboards. I had a hard time just literally plopping myself onto it. But it's beautiful here. We're at Waikiki Beach. We got these surfboards for literally, what, $10 each for 4 hours. So it was super cheap. It was from a place called Moku, M-O-K-O, right by the entrance to the beach over by the Hyatt. So definitely recommend. There's Diamond Head in the background. It's super beautiful. And then there's Spencer over that way, trying to catch some waves. We just got back from surfing.
So fun.
It was so fun. It was so hard to stand up. I stood up for maybe 1 second. Spencer stood up for like,
oh my god, I got one good wave in where I stood up and it was badass, and then yeah, then the waves kind of died out. We're coming back in. We're gonna sunscreen up, probably go out to lunch, and then maybe some more surfing after that. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, let us know below in the comments. If you're interested in more details about our trip to Oahu, we have a link below to our blog post that has all the juicy details about how we did it and how much it cost.